Hello everyone, and welcome back to Nightingale Plays Factorio, Mercantilism and Misanthropy. So, I did a fair bit of biter cleanup between episodes, so the wall to our compound used to end here, expanded to get all this area, which gave me absolutely no resources except for one little stone patch and some oil. So, definitely want the oil, although these were not that great. 4 of them at about 200% yield each. I don't know I think something in RSO changed. I saw something in the patch notes that said it reduced the amount of oil, but I think it hit it with a bit too hard of a nerf that. Because I remember in my previous campaign I had, it was an iron patch, and kind of in it and around it there was something like 20 oil deposits at like 1600% yield each, and it just was absolutely nuts. It was the only oil that I ever needed. Versus this episode, we're going to be having trouble managing our oil, so that's going to be fun times. The biter evolution got all the way up to 85% while I was doing that, and I started getting the big heavy Bob's Mods enemies, so that was fun, but it's dropped right back down to can't see it easily here, 62%. Anyway, that's all done. So now we are over back at our iron base station. We are ready to get this last train going. So I didn't want to be building this on camera because, yeah, so it was probably a mistake to try and double up on belts. Maybe not completely a mistake, but I realized that to make things easy on myself, I have to kind of undouble them here. So because these chests have started filling up, and with the yellow belts, I just don't have enough throughput on the iron ore, especially the steel, to get most of these factories actually doing stuff. But you can see I've got these chests at least partially filled, and we've got a bunch of smart inserters, which right now are not doing anything. So we are going to hook these up to yellow wires, and I need an electric pole to do that. These other ones have one right here. That's what we'll do. Not quite. Like that. Perfect. So yellow, or green rather, from here to here, to here, to here. And then every single one of them is going to get the same green. See, this is where I should use robots. Actually, funny thing is, you don't even need robots. So we'll hook this up to here. So if I take these two, I've got a green wire between them, and I go click, 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 click. You can see, can you see? Did that actually work? I can't actually tell. No, it didn't work. What do you have to do to make that work? Worked with the combinators. Wonder if it's because it's in the robot range. Strange. Anyway, can't tell what signals are getting, but we reviewed our signals last time, so if there's a 1, it means we need that stuff. So pretty much all this stuff we need. So the other aspect of it is, okay, so that'll switch on the inserters and start them putting it in the train when the train needs stuff. Now let's actually put down our train. Does this stop have a proper name yet? Carleen. So this is steel pickup. So this will be iron goods pickup. So the iron goods train. Start a locomotive there. It's got some coal. Alright. So 1, 2, 3, yeah, I split the iron gears. Maybe I shouldn't have. And I could probably still change that, like move them to the other side here or something. It's kind of tempting. That's not that big a deal. So I took kind of a guess in terms of my usage of some of this stuff. Ooh, except that one and that one and that one and pretty much all of these. I think that should be plenty. So a whole row of steel. Come on, lock it down. Okay, you're good, you're good, you're good. Take the gears. And just check if there's any others. 4 for these is good. Whole row for these is good. These ones too. Huh. I've got way too much extra. Oh well, live with that in our inventory. Please tell me these are locked down. That seems like a lot of gears, but gears you do use a lot of. And these aren't getting manufactured because there's just not enough steel getting to them. Okay, chests are all properly locked down now. So we've got full row times 4 for each of these, full row times 2 for these, plus... So... Alright, these 3 types of items have the same amount. So... Oh, can you not do filters? Yes, yes, middle click. Okay, so get the filters figured out here. Okay, so this is where this filter mod comes in. So fill all, fill right, clear all. So I can fill right, which is too much. Problem is, okay, so 1, 2, 3, and a bit. I can't do 1 row each, but what if I do 1 row of each and then add like another, I don't know, 6 for the sticks? That seems reasonable. So steel bearings and steel gear wheels. So now if I go fill right, I don't know why it's not blue. And then we'll just manually do sticks. 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 Okay, so I got 6 sticks to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these. That's close enough, the ratio. So these, it's going to be a little bit more complicated because there are 4 rows of iron gears, not very many of these or these, and a full row each of these. So, second cargo wagon will do kind of same thing with the gears. And then I have a feeling I'm just going to set the rest manually. Actually, let's do second row half and half between steel and iron pipes. Let's do iron pipes, fill right, and then do half, turn them to steel. So of course the reason I'm doing this is so that I don't end up getting like the whole thing filled with gears. Because I mean the smart inserters will sort of control this, but I also want to be able to use the go away when full for smart trains. So that's something I'm not sure is going to work right, because I actually looked at the code, and how it works is if for any stacks that are here, active stacks, not like a blue filter stack. So for any item that's in there, if it can insert 1 more of the item, it's not full. I think and it also has a dummy check. If it can insert like a railgun or something stupid like that, then it's not full either. So everything's filtered, so it won't be able to insert a railgun. So it'll say, okay, next check is for any item in here. So if there's nothing at all in here, it won't go. Or it will go. It'll consider it full. But if there's 1 gear, it won't be full until all the gears are full. So it's a bit of a race condition, because what I'm planning on doing is it'll be the same. Actually, no, it won't be a race condition. I'll have a signal to start the inserters, the signal on here, I'm going to do some combinator magic. Yeah, so that's how it's going to work. So we got these. So let's start setting the filters on these. So, or the circuit network condition. So circuit condition on you is sticks greater than 0. Sticks greater than 0. Yeah, cool. So why aren't you trying to insert? That should be it. You're good. Sticks are greater than 0. Does that have to be on the red wire? I wonder. I'm going to test some stuff out here and come back. Okay, no, I think it's fine. I ran a quick test, and it's just that it won't insert if there's not a train there. I forgot about that. They're smart that way. Okay, so steel bearings. Iron gears. So I'll quickly set these up. It won't take too long. Your engine. Oh, that's logistics network. No wonder that's different. Engines are intermediate. Okay, you are iron pipes. You are steel pipes. Steel pipe to ground. Iron pipe to ground. The nice thing is that we need all of these things, so I'm going to be able to test it just by pulling the train up. So if any of these inserters aren't going, then we know there's a problem. Okay, so go to iron goods pickup. An extra space in there. Yes, there is. Go there. Alright, now we should see every single one of these go. Except the engines, and that's fine because I don't have anything that wants engines. So that was actually a really good test because I forgot to set up engines. So I will add engines, but for now this is fine. So the train is filling up nice and quickly, except that I didn't finish. Stop. And finish my filters. Alright, so I'm going to clean this up and finish up the filters. Let's keep some of the steel pipe in our inventory, though. I didn't bother to keep that much steel pipe. Alright, we'll keep a little bit of stuff. Alright, so filters. So you need filters for pipes and engines. Iron pipe to ground. Iron pipe to ground. Iron pipe to ground. Iron pipe to ground. Let's do 3. Steel. 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 Then engines. Should do 4 engines? Sure. Alright. That's better. Alright, you may resume your craziness. Alright, so now it's filling up nicely. Alright, so this is the point where I need to figure out what I'm doing with combinators. So, that's right. So I wanted to get it going because I needed to see this. So the output signal from this includes what's in the train as well as a ton of other stuff. So I'm going to look at this and figure out some combinators below it to hook right back up to this lamp to say, hey, when is it okay to leave? So I'm going to do that right now and come back once it's all set up, and then I'll explain it to you guys. Okay, it took a little bit of playing around, but got it figured out. So this is for one type of resource. So steel gear wheel. There is enough room for 800 steel gear wheel in here. So if there are 800, output 1 yellow. So basically this is saying, is there enough steel gears in this car to allow me to go? This one is going to be hooked up to the green signal. So it will say, is the steel gear greater than 0? Do you need steel gears? Output a blue. So if we have enough steel gears, yellow. If we need it, blue. If blue equals yellow, output a green. So what this is doing, there's two conditions that I want to check for. Condition 1 is I need steel gears and I have enough. That's when both yellow and blue are coming. The other condition is I do not need steel gears and I don't. That's all that matters. So if I don't need steel gears, this should be yellow, or the yellow will not be coming, right? Don't need, or the blue. If I don't need gears, the blue won't come. So the blue will be 0. And if I don't need steel gears, the inserters aren't going to be inserting steel gears. So this one should also be 0. So then 0 equals 0. It will still output a green. Now, the only time this could get us into trouble is if we have this as full of steel gears, but it doesn't need steel. We don't need steel gears. That's going to stop the train. But that should only happen if I'm either going to have 2 trains delivering steel gears, which with another type of train maybe is going to become a possibility. I hope not. Or I'm manually doing stuff. So I think this should, that limitation I should be able to live with. So we need to do this 9 more times. So how many of these do I have? I need 3 times 8. So I need 24. I have 20. So we need at least 4 more. Okay, so meanwhile, we're going to copy this. And yeah, look how fast my robots are. I'm researching the last logistics robot speed. They've got all the other upgrades. Okay, so this is going to be green. Okay, so I'm going to finish copying all this and we'll be right back. All right, so I copied it all out. Copied the outputs to here. Yeah, so you see the only red signal going through this wire is the output to this, so I'm getting 9 green. So this light, if green is equal to 9, then go. Now what I could do, I suppose I could even do if it's greater than or equal to, or yeah, if it's greater than 7 or something like that. So go on an 8 as well. So that way if one thing is missing, it'll go. Nah, it doesn't seem like a good idea. Should keep it like this. But these are all still doing steel gear wheels. So steel gear wheels, steel bearings. So steel bearings is going to be the same 800. So let's do that one next. Steel. Okay, next is sticks at 600. Good. So that's 800 iron. You know what? This one. 1800 iron gears. Done. Okay, next we'll do engines. Oh, engines is none. We have 4 times 50, 200 engines. Good. Next up, do iron pipes and then steel pipes. So 250 for each. Iron pipe. 250. Copy this, change this one to steel. Just being really cautious here, make sure I don't mess any up. Steel, okay. Last two are the undergrounds, which are going to be 150 each. Iron. And steel. Steel. And iron. Did I get that right? Iron, iron, steel, steel. Okay. What are we getting out of there? 9. Perfect. So... something's not right. Okay, so it's working on with no signals coming in. That's bad. Forgot to hook it up. Okay, so this one here has all the stuff from the train. So that needs to get hooked up here. And the next one needs the green signal. So result is 7. Cool. So this one here doesn't have a yellow. That's because I don't have enough steel pipe. And you can see the steel pipe is actually slowly going up. So that's going to be fixed pretty soon. So where's our steel pipe? Steel pipe is right here. See, it's just slowly filling them up. Here they come. Okay, so the other one that's not lit is this one. Green. What is this one? Engines. So I don't need engines. And I don't have engines, right? Oh, so it's outputting green. Yeah, no, it's just, that's perfect. That's what I want to see. I don't want engines. I don't have engines. So don't go, or do go, because I don't care about engines. And the last one is the sticks. Really? Sticks? I don't have enough sticks. 800. Nah, it should have been 600. Alright, now we should be seeing signals 9. Does that mean we have enough pipe now? Oh yeah, we're done the pipe. Perfect. So we have everything we want. Yeah, so this is ready to go. So now we can finally set up this train line, and as soon as we set it up, it should just run and go. So this is the... actually, no, we need to add a warehouse drop. Read from UI. This is the iron goods train. So iron goods is active. Let's set the rules for it. So leave when full and signal. Do I really need the full? Probably actually don't, because the signal will take care of it. And then leave when empty at the warehouse drop. Okay, so we're going to test this out. Just one sec. Okay, we're back. Let's go check this guy out. Alright, so we got our inserters going like crazy. Robots are going crazy. It looks great. Okay, and you're empty and you're off. Okay, so while that guy's coming back, we don't need to watch that. Signals. Still needs iron gear wheels. This should be saying 0, but 1. Okay, so let's see what starts inserting. Looks like pretty much everything is still needed. Yep, didn't get enough of anything. I think I've got those numbers set pretty high. So, yeah, what I was hoping to see was the train sitting there, but this is actually good. I'm seeing the signals creep up. It's got a 3. Looks like the steel pipes aren't going in anymore. Or the iron pipes aren't going in, steel ones are. You know what, this one's got an inserter broken is what it looks like. I don't think you have your wire hooked up. Yes. Yes, he does. Oh, this is like a train edge stupid thing. How do we get the grid up? Yeah, he's supposed to be able to insert, but he can't because he's the last one. Bleh. I really want to shift all this over now. I have the space. I'll do that between episodes. Yeah, these guys will get shifted over a bit. These guys just won't get used. I'll have to keep that in mind on these types of setup, that last one can be troublesome. So what's still going? What are we waiting on? What's our signal number? 7. So this one, don't have enough steel pipe. That's 8, okay. So the only one missing is the steel pipe. Alright, so this, I think this is working pretty good. It looks like it's potentially prone to production problems. So if I need one item and I'm not able to produce that one item, the train's not going to go and it could cause problems downstream with the other items. I could have the train go as soon as one item is full. They would have to refigure out this logic completely. And I may still do that if it turns out to be problematic. But I think as long as the production area, I kind of keep things up there, it should be okay. I mean, let's see. So steel pipe is the problem. And it's because the steel doesn't get up to the line. So if I changed my belts around a little bit and gave, put steel pipe down here and then had gear, bearing, gear, bearing, gear, bearing. Because right now I prioritize gears, so gears get all the first shot at steel. Then this bearing, then finally pipe gets a chance. But, I think as long as I've got enough steel production, and the main problem is I just don't have enough iron ore coming in. And it's not a quantity, you can see the iron ore is there. In fact, so much so that this train can't unload. Problem, of course, is the yellow belt. So that's going to be a pretty high priority. Now that I've got this stuff going to the warehouse, I should... I'm just double checking 30. Yeah, that's plenty. So I should have enough stuff that I can automate red belt production. Because this is all iron based. The only thing I can't do is the splitters because I don't have electronics. And the underground belt especially, that takes 20 iron gear wheels. That's an absolute crazy amount. But yeah, the rest I can do all of this now. So that's going to be one of the next things we do. But before that, I'm going to go and build a fueling station. But that's going to have to be next episode. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode. All I did was putz around with combinators. But maybe you learned something. Maybe you didn't. Maybe there's a better way to do this. But yeah, if you enjoyed it, make sure to hit the like or subscribe button or leave a comment below. And we'll see you next time.